Okay, we're back, still blocking in this rooster, or actually drawing him up on the canvas. I showed you a picture right at the beginning. I changed the line of the grass. I decided to put it more at an angle, gives the painting a little more action. And so now I'm going to begin washing in his feathers here. I'm using a mixture of my phthalo blue. I just want to give some underwash here gives me some nice rich color. That then this comes into black in here, and this is, I'm using a mixture of ivory black, and then I just kind of also bring some of that phthalo blue into the black, and this just comes down. Just want some of these long feathers here, the underneath feathers, to be that blue-black. Bring those blues into there. The feathers on a rooster are just really iridescent, and so even the black feathers have blues in them. I like, and of course I accentuate it a lot more than it really is, I'm sure, but if you get in the light just right, their feathers just glisten with all different colors. And then I'm going to bring these saddle feathers, I'm going to wash these in with magenta. And this is just, again, this gives me, I may not end up, they're not going to end up painting this color. This just gives me some nice rich color underneath, and I bring that over the blue. That's okay if it picks up a little bit of that blue. It's a little bit smaller brush here. And I can even lift some of that color off if I've gotten it too dark. Like the light will hit his chest right there. Right now I'm just kind of playing with the color, just getting some color up there. Now I can take I just dip a little tissue in thinner, and I can just wipe this off here where I've gone over. But then I want to just lighten this just a little bit, so I can come back in with that tissue and just lift some of that wash off. Again, this is all going to be painted over, but I just like to get some color on the canvas. Just give me some feel for the different colors in these, and the flow of the feathers. I'm not going to worry about his neck feathers, the hackles, but I'm going to do this saddle. This comes over. Also, I'm using a little bit of this is some of my paint left over from my last painting. It's a mixture of my mud plus cadmium orange. And this just gives me those tail feathers coming back, or not tail feathers, wing feathers coming back here are more of a brown. So I just want to get these in. I'm painting that's just going over that wash, and this will be dry pretty quick. But it just gives me a feel for these feathers. And then the blues will come over that. I wash my brush out, get a little bit of my phthalo blue wash on my brush, and then these feathers will come over that. Now each time I wash down, I have to clean my brush because it's picking up that sienna color. But this just kind of, well, it helps me to get a feel of how everything's going to lay in here. I just want to get him kind of drawn up here with some color. Be somewhat darker back here. And then these saddle feathers come over. And then the tail, I'm using a mixture of Viridian Green plus liquid. Just let this come back down over these other colors. Again, clean my brush out and just bring that down over. He's kind of turning, so these feathers flip around. And I'm going to also bring some of my phthalo blue into these feathers. I want to use several different colors in these. And these feathers split and just, they're really pretty. They're fun to paint. I need to get myself a little more of my liquin. If you want to know what the liquin is, it's called Liquin Original. It's made by Winsor Newton, and it's a medium, and it just thins your paint. If I can get it open. Child-proof caps. I just need to get a little more of the liquin, and I just take it out with my painting knife, put it on my palette. Make sure to get the lid closed tight though on it, because if it doesn't, you're going to go to get some and it's going to be all dried out. So make sure your lid's on there tightly. But I just needed some more liquid to make my brush paint a little bit thinner. But I'm just getting the shapes of my feathers in here, where they're going to go. But I really want them to flip around, because that gives the feeling of action. But this rooster's just kind of whirled around, just kind of turned, and we're getting that action. Do some feathers back behind there. This is just, roosters are really fun, and they, like I say, no two of them turn out the same. They all kind of have their own personalities. This guy is super alert. He's vigilant, watching out for his barnyard flock, making sure everybody's safe. Now I'm going to come back in here and add a little more of my magenta just in between these, as those saddle feathers come back here. And I'm going to actually even bring a little black in here. That's how I start out my roosters. I just want to get color up there, because I make them very colorful. Now I'm taking a clean brush that I've dipped in thinner, and I can come back in, and like in here I want that dark. So I'll come back in with my darker. That part of his tail is going to be a little bit darker. Then out here you start getting the light in between the feathers where they flip around. In fact, I'm going to lift out a little of my color here just to remind myself that these feathers have come around. There's one back there. So there's our rooster. That's how we get him started. You have a wonderful day today. I read something very interesting, that it's much easier to be rude to people than it is to be kind. It takes more effort to really be nice to people than just be short and rude. And so today, take that extra effort. Make that extra effort to be kind to somebody. Be nice. Be the exception to the rule. Somebody's out there struggling with their groceries. You see a lady at the grocery store, and she's got 3 kids and a basket full of groceries, and her cart's starting to roll away, and she's got a kid that's crying and doesn't know what to do. Go give her a hand. Grab her cart and help her unload. Just be kind to somebody today. You know, we can make the world a better place, person by person. That's what it takes. If each person would do a little bit to just be kind to the next person, it's amazing how things would be different. So anyway, I really appreciate you watching my YouTube videos, and you have an absolutely delightful day. Thanks again.